Hello everyone, so today's video is going to be a cook and clean with me. I made a roast in the crock pot for supper tonight. So first I just put a little water in the bottom of the crock pot and then I placed the roast into there. This is a beef roast. And then I sprinkled some salt on top of there, quite a bit of salt actually. And then I sprinkled on this mesquite seasoning. This is such a yummy seasoning. We use this on chicken, we use it on steak. I always use it on my roast. It's really good. And then I also chopped up some onion to put in there. If I have onion on hand, I will usually always throw it in the crock pot with the roast. It just helps to give it a really good flavor. And then you'll put the lid on that and cook it for around 6 to 8 hours on high, just depending on how big your roast is. About 7 hours later, my roast is done and it smelled so good. I made some mashed potatoes to go with the roast. I like to use these big Idaho potatoes for mashed potatoes, and I just took those and washed them off, and then I peeled the skin off. If I'm using red potatoes, then I won't take the skin off. I'll just wash the skin and then just cut them up because I like to have the skin in my mashed potatoes with the red potatoes. But for these Idaho potatoes, I will take the skin off. I peeled and washed 7 potatoes, a little bit too much for just the 3 of us, but I wanted to have leftovers, and also the potatoes were starting to go bad, so I wanted to use them up. Then I just diced them up and put them back into the pan. When I was done cutting them, I rinsed the potatoes in some cold water until the water ran clear when I poured it out, and then I filled up the pan with water just until the potatoes were just covered. Then I will boil the potatoes until I can stick a fork into them easily. That's usually about 15 minutes or so. Now it's time to mash the potatoes. You'll need some milk, salt and pepper, and butter, and I also added a dash of garlic. And yes, I am using my giant KitchenAid mixer because I don't have a handheld electric mixer. I really need to get one. So then I just put the potatoes in there. Be sure that you pour all the water off of the potatoes, of course, before you pour them into the mixer. And then I just sort of eyeball the salt, pepper, milk, and butter, and you can just kind of taste as you mix and just add more if you think it needs more. It's just all your personal preference. We like really creamy mashed potatoes, so I usually add a lot of butter and milk. And you'll notice earlier that I put a kitchen towel over the mixer for just a second. I was just showing you that usually when I mix potatoes, I put the kitchen towel over the mixer just to help keep the potatoes warm, and also it helps so that no pieces of butter or pieces of potatoes come flying out, especially if I'm mashing a lot of potatoes. And here I'm showing you that I was supposed to use this whisk end for the mixer. I don't know where my head was at, I forgot, and I used the other one. And I made a small salad to go on the side, and then I plated the food. And usually lately I like to plate the food on our plates and then take it over to the table. It just makes it a lot easier if you're just having a quick meal, then you don't have to take all the pans and stuff over to the table. And we like to use this honey barbecue sauce for our roast. Now that supper is over, I have a messy kitchen, so let's get this cleaned up. And you can still get this Grove dish brush for free along with Miss Meyer's dish soap, hand soap, and hand lotion with my link down below. now the kitchen is clean. I have to go start getting the boys ready for bed, so I'll have to deal with that crock pot later tonight. If you enjoy seeing cook and clean with me videos, then be sure and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Now we got a cute little baby in the sink.
He's washing it.
Okay.
Okay. You can fly.